Hi, I'm Christy James, and welcome to another edition of Hacienda Video Magazine, where we explore all that Hacienda has to offer. One of the first things that you might notice if you come visit this area is all of the beautiful outdoor spaces. It's built for hiking, biking, even scootering and walking, whether you're on your lunch hour or you just want to visit on the weekend. Today, we're going to talk to a few people who work every day to make sure that Hacienda is a beautiful place to live, work, and visit. Today, we're joined by Sean Dugan, who is the Trail Development Manager for East Bay Regional Park District. So I was doing a little bit of research, and I found out that actually the East Bay Regional Park District is the nation's largest regional park district. That's pretty cool.
That's correct. We have over 121,000 acres of land that we've conserved in the area, and we manage roughly 1,250 miles of trail in the district.
And this trail is pretty unique, the one that we're standing on right now, right?
Right. This is the Iron Horse Trail. This trail from this point here connects to 30 miles of paved regional trail. It connects the two counties of Contra Costa County and Alameda County together. It connects to 3 BART stations, 8 parks, 30 schools, and a population of about 500,000 people have access to this trail here.
Well, there's no excuse to not get outside and enjoy this, especially if you work in the area. So for people who do work in the Hacienda area, what's something that you can recommend maybe they check out on their lunch hour or maybe after work with friends?
Like I mentioned, there's 8 parks that this connects to, and 3 of those are right here in Hacienda. There's Creekside Park, there's Owens Plaza Park, and then there's a linear park along the trail that's just behind us here. And this also connects to a lot of other things, like the Alamo Creek Trail, which is about half a mile this way, as well as the Tasahara Creek Trail. If we kept walking, we could make our way to Mount Diablo State Park if we wanted to. So,
thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. The person responsible for making your outdoor experience fantastic in the city of Pleasanton is right here. It's Matt Gruber. He's Pleasanton's landscape architect. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So I love that you brought a visual aid, and this is the best. Love your trails, Heart Pleasanton. That's so cute.
Yeah, and actually our assistant landscape architect is the one that designed this. And this is actually, this squiggly looking line is the Pleasanton Ridge. And we do these monthly hikes where we give out free water bottles that say this very thing, and you could join us on those hikes if you want. But it's a very exciting little topic, and working on the Trails Master Plan is a big part in meeting those residents.
So let's talk about your visual aid here. I see a lot of lines and squiggles going on. Exactly what is this, and what do the lines mean? Are these the trails that have already been created, or things that you're working on?
Yeah, so this is the proposed Trails Master Plan for Pleasanton once it's at build-out. So these solid lines like you see here, these are existing trails, and these dashed lines are proposed trails. And there's already in Pleasanton about 80 miles of existing trails, and at build out we're looking to have approximately 150 miles of trails.
What is something on this map that you're most proud of or you're looking forward to completing?
One of the things that we heard from the community when we did our community outreach was that they wanted to see some of these trails like the Arroyo trails paved. So this is Arroyo Mocho, and connecting the key destinations to the neighborhoods, connecting the kids to their schools. That's really what we'd like to see accomplished by, providing a bridge across Arroyo Mocho here so kids could get to Hart Middle School, and opening up more canal trails.
Well, keep up the good work, and we'll see you out on the trails. So you're the head city traffic engineer for the city of Pleasanton. How does one become the head city traffic engineer?
Well, mine was actually purposeful. I actually was driving to school one day. I pulled up, light turned yellow and then red. And then I could see the next signal, and it was green. And I knew for sure that as soon as I started to go with the green light, it was going to turn yellow and red. So when I got to school that afternoon, I was like, hey, who does the signals? Found out it was civil engineering, and I started my career path towards civil engineering from that point on.
Wow, so what steps are you guys doing to become more of a bike-friendly neighborhood?
While the city still is primarily vehicle-oriented for getting to the city, we are trying to encourage and make improvements that will help people make that alternative transportation choice. Trying to get from that location to their office, we want to make it as convenient and easy as possible.
So I've heard you mention something called the last mile. Can you talk a little bit about that and how Hacienda as well as the city of Pleasanton are helping commuters tackle that last mile?
Yeah, the last mile is actually a term that we use for people that when they get from their regional destination, they have that literal last mile to get to their office, and sometimes it's the biggest hurdle. We have a really good pedestrian network, so we have sidewalks on almost every single side of every street. But our bicycle network has some gaps in it, and so we're really focusing on improving those gaps so that last mile can get you, a safe, convenient walk or bike ride from the stations, either Ace or BART, to your office.
Well, if you could call someone and make sure we have weather like this every single day, I think things would be perfect. Fantastic. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, Mike. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Hacienda has a ton of beautiful outdoor space, the trails, the bike paths, and tons of ways to take advantage of it all. Whether you're biking the Iron Horse Trail or just stepping outside for a stroll around the block for lunchtime with your coworkers, definitely encourage you to get outside and enjoy and explore all that Hacienda has to offer. I'm Christy James with Hacienda Magazine, and we'll talk to you next time.